Hi, guys. How is everyone today?
Good, what about you?
I'm good, thanks. Happy to be back. I was ready to take a break from my kids, not gonna lie. It's nice to be around adults again. I'm gonna wait another minute here before we get started. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. We might have some more people jumping in. So first thing I want to talk to you about, first of all, welcome back. Happy 2021. Hopefully things are a little bit more normal in 2021 than they were in 2020. I want to talk to you about exams. So I'm sure you've heard at some point, either through the email that was sent or from another teacher, there'll be no exams this semester, right? So no exams this semester, but that means that your average is being calculated from your first 9 weeks and your second 9 weeks. Okay, so that's good and bad news. One thing you need to be careful of, let's say you have a D and an F. Okay, if you have a D and an F, The computer is going to round it to a D. Okay, but understand we have the ability to override that and make that an F with good reason. So for instance, let's say you had a D last 9 weeks and you have an F now, okay, and you continue to get an F, then what that means is, and you stop doing work. Like some of you are not doing anything at all. Like you'll log in but not do anything, or you have like 20 missing assignments. I can choose, and I would round it down to an F. Okay, you guys don't want to mess with that right now because you're seniors and you need this to graduate. Okay, and it's silly to fail a class that you play games in, right? So keep that in mind. But the same is true if you have like an A and a B, or an A and a D. I think that would round to a B. I could round that down to a C. Okay, so be smart about this. This is a good opportunity to get good grades and pull your GPA up, okay? Any questions about how grades are gonna work for this semester? We still have like 2.5 weeks or so. Okay, all right, so if you do have missing work, please, please, please work on getting that cleaned up and get that turned in. Okay, I try to grade it as fast as I can. I know I have like 4 assignments right out there right now that need to be graded. I haven't done yet, but I will get those today. But please, please, please work on your missing assignments. Okay. All right, today I'm going to teach you a new game. So you're going to need to pay attention because this is not the easiest game. It can be very fast, but it's not the easiest at first. Okay, so make sure you're focusing. We're going to play a game called Urakabi. Okay, so we're going to play a game called Narakabi. Okay, it's there's a lot of rules, but we're going to kind of go through them, and then we're going to play several games together just so you can kind of get the idea of it. Okay, so here are the basic rules. There's going to be numbers, so this is what it would look like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Right, so numbers are referred to as islands. Okay, so if you see a number in the grid, it's referred to as an island. The number tells you how many blocks the island takes. Oops, the island, there we go, takes. Okay, that number does count as 1 block. Okay, so if you see a number 1, it's done. That island is done. Okay, dots, the number and the dots are used to show where the island is going to be. The non-islands are black boxes, and they're considered to be part of the stream. Okay, that stream is continuous. So you can't have a black box that is like isolated. You also cannot have a 2 by 2 block. So you can't have a block that measures 2 blocks by 2 blocks in that stream. And islands cannot touch. Okay, so those are the basic rules. Okay, so we're talking about the islands. We have to create the islands by using dots. The islands can't touch, and the stream has to be continuous. And we can't have a 2 by 2 block. Okay, now that probably means nothing to you right now. So we're gonna go through step by step, and I'm gonna talk to you about parts of it. So this is our starting game here. Okay, so an island of 1 is complete because it has 1 block. So that means, and you move from the island, you move up, down, left, and right. Okay, so that means that if I have an island of 1, I can't have something that goes up, down, left, and right. Okay, so I can block those out. That's going to become part of the stream. Now, since my islands cannot touch, if I have 2 islands that are separated by 1 square, I can fill that in because that'll keep my 2 and 3 separated, those islands separated. So I know that has to be part of my stream. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the island of 3 so far. So if you're to make the dots here that I have, the blue dots here, if I were to make those part of the island, then I would block off the stream. If I make these 2, then, wait a minute, Okay, so the 3 can either go, has to go 1, this is 1, 2, 3, or it could go 1, 2, 3. I know those 2 are not going to be reached by the island of 3. So I can color these 2 in. Okay, so I'm trying to do a little bit of a process of elimination here. I don't know which way it's going to go, if it's going to go to the left or to the right. Okay, but that's a possibility. All right, so then I focused on my island of 7. Okay, if I made my dots right here, if I made this part of my island of 7, it would block off this part of the stream, and I can't block off that part of the stream. So I placed 6 dots, and I did it, I went across here, and then I had to figure out where to put the extra 2. Okay, so I kind of placed them so that I didn't have a box that was 2 by 2 that was all black. All right. So now the blue dot here, I know, so logically, here's why I know this works. This blue dot couldn't be part of the 7 because, like I said, it would cut off this island, or it would cut off this stream, right? I know it wasn't going to be this one because it would also cut off the stream right here. Okay, so that's how I knew I needed those across the top, and then these 2. All right, I also filled in these 2 down here for 3. So now, because I need my 2 to be separated from the island of 7, I created a black box there to break up this island. So the only choice for my 2 is to go down. Okay, so this tells me again I made a good choice on my 3, because if I would put a dot here for my 3, then my islands would be touching. Okay, so then once you have that kind of figured out, you fill in the rest of the boxes with black. And you have to figure out, is my stream continuous? So yes, there's nothing like, there's not a black box that's like isolated by itself. My islands aren't touching, and I don't have a 2 by 2 block. All right, so again, I know that's really confusing. We're gonna play some games and it gets better. A couple other hints I wanna give you. If you have 2 numbers that are diagonal from each other, you can block out the other diagonal. So these 2 are diagonal, like top left, bottom right. I can block out the other 2 because those 2 blocks can't, or those 2 islands can't touch. So I know that I can block out diagonally there. The other thing, think about like which way your island is going to go and which way I would need to go in order to avoid that 2 by 2 block. So like this 2 here could go left, or it could go right, or it could go down. The problem is this 2 here is going to have to go this way. So that potentially leaves me with a block of 2 by 2 that's completely black. So that's why I would need to go down in order to break up that stream that's 2 by 2. All right, again, I know that's crazy, but we're gonna play a couple of games live so I can show you how it works. All right, so when you get to the website, first of all, they have this, it's set up to look like this. It's teeny tiny. So if you click on the magnifying glass, then you can make it a lot bigger. All right, so here's how it works. So keep in mind, take care of your 1s first. And a 1 is an island that's done. So I know I can't go up, down, left, or right. For this island, I can't go up, down, left, or right. Okay, I don't have any islands that are separated by a square, and I don't have any that are diagonal. All right, so let's think about this 5. That thing's pretty big. So this is 1. If you right click, you get a dot. So there's 2, 3, 4, I can guess 5 here. Okay, now this is purely a guess right now. Okay, so I'm going to say that that's done. I'm just going to pretend that that's done for now. The 3, if I go out, so there's 1, I could go 2, 3, or I could go 2, 3. I'm going to guess just going out. I don't know. Again, like I'm just guessing. Okay, so that means then the 2, it needs 1 more block. I could go down or I could go to the right. Again, I'm going to make a guess. So now here's the problem. I have actually a 2x2 right here. And I have a 2x2 right here. If you click done, because you're done, it's going to tell you there's a 2x2 pool in your solution. So it's telling you you're not right, so try again. Okay, so if I want to get rid of this 2x2, I can remove that dot and put it here. I could check again, but oh, nope, there's still a 2x2. Okay, so the island of 2 can't reach over, so maybe I need to adjust this 3. So what if I put it here? I can say done. Okay, but now the black area should be continuous. My stream was not continuous. All right, so we need to rethink this. So what if this goes there? Now I have something that's not continuous again. Oops. Let's put my 3 back down here. What if I move my 2 here? Okay, now I'm continuous, but I have a 2x2. Oh, I don't have enough here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 1 more. This would break up my 2x2 block. So if you check it, it'll say, congratulations, you're done. All right, let's try a new one. Okay, so I'm going to take care of my 1s first. All right, up, down, left, and right, it can't go. Okay, which blocked out a lot for us, right? Okay, so now 2, keep in mind these 2 can't be black because that would create a group of 4, right? Or 2x2. So I know that's probably going to have to be an island, part of the island. So I can block out these now. Okay, now if these 2 are black, it's going to give me another 2x2. So I'm going to guess that that's there and this is here. So we'll just pretend it went straight. So it looks like we've got a good flow. My islands aren't touching. Yep, we were good to go on that one. All right, let's try it again. So we're going to block off left, right, up, and down of my 1s. Now, if this wouldn't have done it for me, I would need to block out between the 1 and the 2, right, and the 1 and the 2 here. All right, so this is done. My 2 can either go up or to the right. Same thing here, it can go up or to the left. So I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to guess. Let's see what that does. Okay, so I'm seeing a problem already since I colored in black because I've cut off this area, right? So maybe I needed to go up instead. Same thing here, I probably needed to go up. All right, so now I have 3 that I need. Well, if I go like this, then I'm going to have a huge black area. Same thing if I go over here. So then now let's try this one. I can then make the other 2 black and say done, and we're good to go. All right, so I'm right clicking for my for my dots, and I am left like normal clicking for the black squares. Okay? Questions at this point? All right, so let's finish this one here. So over here, these are done, right? This block is going to have to be black because the stream needs to continue, right? And there's nothing that would reach it anyways. So that's going to be black. So we know it can't be this one either because 2 can't go diagonal. So either this has to be a dot or this has to be a dot, right? So we can think like if I take this out and make it black, I have a 2x2 and a 2x2. Okay, if I take this out, then I'm good to go. It's a good flow. Once you get kind of good at these, honestly, you can do a game in 20 seconds. All right, questions? Do you want me to play another game and talk through my logic? Do you think you have it? How about this? If you're good to go, you can go and play. You have to play 2 games today. Okay, so you're gonna insert them here, take your pictures and insert them here. Okay, if you want me to go over more, stay online and I'll go over more. Okay, so I'm gonna keep playing. Again, if you wanna leave, feel free to leave. So my island of 1 is done. So I'm gonna go up, down, left, and right, block that out. Okay, now my 5 definitely has to go down in this way, right? Because there's no other direction it can go. So there's 5, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. Now I don't know if 5 is gonna go up or to the side. Not quite sure on that yet. But regardless, if it does that, then I know this cannot be part of island 2, the 2, because it would touch. Okay, so I know those are gonna be blocked out. My guess is 2 is gonna have to go up, otherwise I'm gonna have a big block here. I'm gonna have that 2 by 2 block, and then the 2 can either go out or down. If I don't go out, that's gonna create a 2 by 2 block. So I'm gonna make that a dot. I can block that out. So now I just need to decide if this is not used, notice I have a 2 by 2. So therefore that one has to be black. This has to be part of the island. All right, well, this is one we don't have a 1 in. Okay, so here I have a 2 and a 2. I know those two have to be separated, right? All right, so I see potentials for 2 by 2 here, a 2 by 2, lots of 2 by 2s, right? So I'm gonna make a guess that 3 is gonna have to go down this way just to keep that from turning black. Okay, so then the 2 cannot reach this far and the 2 can't reach this far or this far. So I know that has to be black. This 2 can't reach this far, this 2 can't reach this far. And neither 2 is gonna go here and here. And none of these 2s are gonna go here and here. Okay, so it's really gonna be about how do I keep from getting a 2 by 2. So this here, if I create this as black, then that's gonna be a 2 by 2. So this is gonna have to be part of the island, which means this is part of the stream. This 2 is gonna have to go to the left in order to keep this 2 by 2 from happening. So I'm gonna block out those 2. Then, oh yeah, I could have blocked out that one earlier. Okay, so then this one, 2 would have to flow either down or to the right. If it goes to the right though, it's gonna hit this island. It's gonna join that island. That's not allowed. So now I have all my pieces and I can check. All right, so I can block out the spaces between them. So let's, I don't know, I'm gonna have to make a guess here. So 5, I have to go this way at least. 1, 2, 3. If I go 4, 5 is gonna connect that island. So I'm gonna go, no, those aren't gonna connect. Maybe like that, because then otherwise I can't have it touch this island. I can't have it touch this island. So this 2 is gonna have to go up. All right, so now I gotta have a block there so we're not touching that island. So this guy's gotta go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Okay, so if I fill that in, okay, so if I put a dot here, it's continuous, right? But if I put a dot here, notice it cuts off this part of the stream. So that's why that has to be black and that has to be a solid. So let's try it. Oh, I missed one. 1, 5, 4, wait, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I have too many blocks, that's why. All right, so if I remove this one, it's gonna have too big of a spot, right? So that means I need to remove this one and then I have my stream. There we go. It just gonna count to 5. All right, so here I can block out in between. My 3 is gonna have to go to the left and up, so that's gotta be done. So I know this can't be part of my 2. I'm assuming this 2 is gonna have to come down and this one maybe go up so I don't have a 2 by 2. So let's get these filled in. Then this 2 I think is gonna have to go up. Otherwise, I don't have anywhere else to go anyway. Oh, but this is, oh, there we go. So I think that one's good. All right, so those of you who are on, are you understanding?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right, I'll hang out here, obviously. If you need help, tell me and I can help you.
I will.
Eli, give a game a try, and if you need help, I can help you.
I'm stuck on the one I'm doing.
Okay, can you share your screen with me?
Yeah. Is it the desktop? Is that what I hit?
If you float your mouse down towards the bottom, there should be like a bright green share screen.
Yeah, it says desktop.
Oh, it doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, so for all your ones there, block out up, down, left, and right.
Like that one?
Yep, okay, now above your, there's the one, go down further. That one you need to block out too. Okay, so actually that's probably one of the easiest puzzles there. You got lucky here because all of those are islands of one and they're done. So just color your last two blocks as black. There you go. Okay, so just take a picture of your puzzle.
And then am I done?
You have to play it twice.
Okay. So,
Okay.
like, I'm done with that one.
Yeah, with that one is done. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I just finished. Am I good to go?
Yep, you're good to go.
All right, bye.
Have a good day.
All right, Miss Oringa, I'm done.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.